Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome to King's Quest, Quest for the Crown, the first King's Quest game. I am really excited to play this. I've never played it before. It's going to be an adventure, I'll tell you that. Now, before we jump in, a couple of ground rules for the series, because these usually pop up in these Sierra adventure game Let's Plays. Number one, hints. This is a blind Let's Play, so I want to figure out as much of this by myself as I can. I understand that might be painful, but please do not put solutions and things down in the comments below for the puzzles. Having said that, if I get stuck on a puzzle for like an episode or two and I'm clearly just not figuring out what to do, I do not mind very, very vague hints being left in the comments to say something that will put me maybe on the right track to figuring out what I might need to do, but without actually spoiling the puzzle or the story or anything like that. But that is in a worst case scenario where I'm completely stuck and just, you know, don't know what to do. And in that case, I'll probably indicate that I'm just completely lost and maybe a vague hint would be helpful. Because I'm conscious that as much as you guys want to see me suffer through this, you also want to see some progression in the series and you don't want to see me just playing the same bit for maybe 4 or 5 episodes in a row. That brings me on to dead ends and game overs. Now this game, and I believe the first few King's Quest games, are full of dead ends, soft lock situations, game overs, things like that. If I get to a point where I have clearly missed an item or something that I needed and I'm no longer able to go back and get it, so I've basically put myself in a situation where I'm going to encounter a dead end that can't be avoided further into the game, then I am happy for you guys to tell me that I'm in a soft lock dead end situation, but without actually telling me what it is. So don't say, oh, you needed to pick up X item back in episode 2 or whatever it was, but you can leave me a comment saying, Turian, you know, you're in a situation here where you're actually not going to be able to continue the game. And again, that comes down to the fact that people won't want to see me get 10 episodes into a series and then have to start the series all over again. No one wants to see that. I understand, well, maybe there's a few of you who would like to see that and find it quite funny, but I think the majority of people wouldn't really want to see that sort of thing happening. So in the interest of keeping the Let's Play ticking over, I'm happy with that sort of thing, but please don't spoil solutions and things like that for me. I want to figure it all out. Having said that, I'm hoping there's not some sort of time limit going on here while I've been waffling on, because obviously in the first Space Quest game there was that timer going down with the self-destruct that I had no idea was a thing. Anyway, we are here. We are Sir Graham, I believe, and this, I hope, is the Kingdom of Daventry. Let's look around. It's going to take me a while to get used to the text parser stuff as well, so please bear with me on that. You see, nothing special. All right, well, I think we want to start off on a reasonably slow game speed for now. Let's look at this tree. This is just a normal tree, but very pretty. Can we climb the tree? No, that would just waste time. Okay, we can't. All right, so I tell you what, we're going to pop a save here, because most important thing in Sierra adventure games is to save early, save often, right? So we'll just call this start. And hope we haven't done something bad that's going to doom us anyway. Let's look at this castle. This is the castle of King Edward the Benevolent, okay? And look, can we look at this moat? It looks deep and dangerous. You can see alligators floating in the water. Look at the alligators. The alligators are swimming in the moat. Okay, so I guess as long as we don't go into the water, we'll be good there. Now, is this going to be like a trick bridge situation? Because the previous games have made me a bit paranoid. Come on, I wasn't there, was I? Misfortune strikes and you've fallen into the moat. Your struggles and cries have attracted hungry alligators. They do not want to let you go. Well, there we go. Wait, can we? No, we can't swim or anything. Okay. Well, we're dead. I mean, it didn't take long, did it? I mean, that was 4 minutes into the video, but probably only about a minute into actually playing. We at Sierra wish to thank you for playing King's Quest. We are very sorry that you did not succeed and hope you will fare better next time. Good luck. All right, well, let's restore. So it seems like the positioning of how to go across this bridge is quite precise. Oh, geez, we were very close to the edge there again. All right, well, we made it across anyway. Is that a window up there? Look, window. See, nothing special. All right, well, is there anything in these? Is it a bush, actually? Is it a bush? Look, bush. See, nothing special. Look, plant. See, nothing special. Look, banner. King Edward's banners are waving in the strong breeze. Okay. Oh, wait. No, they're flags, though. What are these things on the wall, like with the yellow stripe on the blue and the red thing? Look, wall. See nothing special. All right, well, let's head through. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the game speed on relatively slow to start off with, just so I can get used to everything. I thought those can the alligators get out of the water as well? That's another thing, isn't it? Look at the door. These doors are strongly built to keep out unwanted visitors. Okay, so I suppose the question is, are we an unwanted visitor or not? Look, statue. Don't understand statue. Okay, look at the... I assume it's a lion. They pose as immovable guards for King Edward's castle and have frightened off numerous intruders. Really? Who gets scared off by that? Somebody, apparently. Alright, door. Can we head in? I'll probably increase the game speed once I get used to things again. Hang on. Can we knock on the door first? Your knock echoes within the castle. Unfortunately, no one answers. So does that mean we don't particularly... Do you know what? Screw it. Open the door. The huge doors swing open slowly. And we're in. And we got 1 point. Fantastic. Right. I'm actually going to save again and call it castle. Look. Oh, God. Okay, we're moving very slowly. You see nothing. Okay, we're going to have to increase the game speed because that is ridiculous. Whoa, whoa! Ah, Jesus. Alright. Well, that one was on me, guys. I'm sorry. By the way, if any of you guys want to keep a death count in the comments, that is something that people have done in the past. Okay, normal. We'll go on normal for now. So are these... What are these? Are these, like, statues on... Look at... Is it armour? Oh, it's going to be... This is the armour of one of King Edward's knights from years ago. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be American spelling, isn't it? Alright, let's look. Hall. The light from the oil lamp is rather dim in the dark interior of the castle. Okay, fine. It doesn't look like there's anybody around here. Alright, I'm just going to keep... Oh, what's the... Is it F3? Hang on. Yes. The long marble hall is a cold, dreary feeling. So F3 repeats the command you previously did. Someone mentioned that on... Might have been Police Quest? Not sure. I'll have to remember that one. Oh, okay. Look, there's the king, surely. You're not close enough to see him clearly. Okay, so there's no one else here other than this king. Do we need... Okay, now is there some sort of like etiquette here? Is it a case if like we don't bow before him that we're going to get like beheaded or something? Look, king. King Edward the Benevolent is a very wise but elderly monarch. His frail body is almost lost in the large throne. Okay, can we bow? It is proper to stand directly in front and a few paces back from King Edward when addressing his eminence. Okay, so does that mean there? Stand directly in front of and a few paces back. Okay, does that mean like here? Bow? Oh, come on. Okay, so where do we need to be? Bow. Yes, we do need to bow. Our hat's fallen off. When you bow to King Edward, his pleased smile warms you. Excellent. Okay, so we did need to bow. All right, see? I know how these things work. Okay, talk king. Whoa. When you speak to King Edward, he sighs and says... Sir Graham, I am an old man. I fear my end is near. I have chosen you to prove yourself worthy of the throne. As you know, our kingdom is weak and poor. I have knowledge of the existence of 3 things that would make our kingdom wealthy and strong. Somewhere within our kingdom there is a magic mirror that tells the future. There is a magic shield that will protect the bearer from mortal harm. Finally, there is a magic chest that is always filled with gold coins. Go, Sir Graham, go and bring me back these treasures. If you succeed, you will inherit the throne. Press any button to continue. All right, hang on, let me write this down. So we need a magic mirror, because knowing how these things work, it's probably a case of you have to know what you're looking for or you're never going to find them. Okay, magic mirror. What was the other one? This is why we're writing them down, because my memory is terrible. Magic shield. And a magic chest, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, magic chest. Alright, well, simple enough. So the plot is basically the king's dying. He needs us to prove ourselves, so we need to go and find these 3 pieces of crap for him so that he can die happy. Alright, well, cool. Thank you, king. Do we bow on our way out? Do we, like... There's no need to bow again. Alright, well. Hang on. Hang on, king, actually. Can we ask about the mirror? Don't know. Okay. Talk About mirror. I don't understand about. Talk mirror. You do not have it. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else the king wants to say. Go, Sir Graham. Go and bring me these treasures. Okay. Well, we need to go and get these treasures then. I guess there's no more, procedure to go through here. Procedure, of course, being police quest. This is probably etiquette, I would say. Probably doesn't matter, does it, in reality? We're already up to score of 4 of 158, so, usually the ways these have worked with, like, Police Quest 1 and Space Quest 1 is that the first games tend to be shorter than the others, and this is obviously really early in Sierra's catalogue of adventures, so I imagine it's not going to be too long. Having said that, it may take me forever to complete it, because we'll probably die over and over again. Right, got quest, I suppose. Now, where on earth are we going to get a magic mirror, a magic chest, and a magic shield from? That's the question. I suppose, do we just head out? Are we going to... Oh, no. Okay. We're out into the wilderness now. Alright, is this a rock? Look at the rock. You see a large grey rock. Can we move the rock? With a heave and hoe, you manage to move the rock, revealing a dark hole underneath it. Ah. Okay. There is an intricately carved dagger in the hole. Get the dagger. You reach into the hole and grasp the dagger, being careful not to cut yourself. Ah, result. We've got a dagger. Oh, brilliant. Let's save again. Okay. Got dagger. Oh, we're doing really well so far. We only died twice by falling in and getting eaten by alligators. Look at the ground. You see nothing special. I didn't know what... Are these flowers? Are they meant to be flowers? See nothing special. Alright, fine. Can we fall in the hole and die? Probably. So we're going to walk around the hole nicely. What's the deal with this tree/shrub? Look at the tree. There are numerous white birch trees reaching to the sky. I've got to say, I love the setting. Even though it's really old, I'm like immersed. I'm immersed in the setting. It's really very good. Okay. Now. Look at the water. You do not have any water. Look at the pond. This is a serene mountain lake. Look at the lake. Can we swim? You need to be in the water in order to swim. I mean... Oh, okay, fine. So... It looks like if you fall in the water, you actually have a bit of time to type swim. I mean, do you just drown if you don't type it? I mean, that would be a bit harsh, but it wouldn't surprise me. All right, let's look. Look, plant. See nothing special. Look, leaf. I don't understand leaf. Look in water. You can't do that, at least not now. Okay. Well, we can swim in this, which is interesting, actually. So let's... is there going to be like some sort of creature? Oh, no. Okay, we're good. I mean, it seems like this is going to be famous last words, isn't it? But so far, it feels as though, for the most part, the dangers are relatively obvious. Like, we saw the alligators. Sure, let's just save over swimming. And you know, that was dangerous. But we haven't really run into anything else so far. This is a very beautiful tree. Can we actually climb? What did it say about climbing? Just waste time. All right. This kind of looks suspicious, though. Like the tree coming out of the rock. It's just nothing. Just a normal rock, apparently. Where the hell are we going to find this mirror and everything? This tree also looks like it's fallen over. There's a stump there. So I tell you what, let's have a look at this tree. Could there be something hiding in it? Very likely. Look at the tree. It's a very beautiful tree. Look, log. It's only a rotted log. Search log. Don't understand search. Okay. Can we move the log? You can't do that, at least not now. Okay. And then I guess, is this a stump? Look, stump. From here you can see the stump is very old and nearly petrified. Okay. Now what would be the word we're looking for here? Because search doesn't work, so... Look in stump? Inside the old rotted stump, you notice a small canvas pouch. Okay, look at the pouch. You do not have it. Get the pouch. You notice the pouch feels aged and tattered. Okay, now look at the pouch. The tattered pouch is made of coarse canvas. Open the pouch. Cautiously, you open the pouch and see many sparkling and flashing diamonds. Quickly, you close it again so as not to lose any. Ooh, diamonds. Look, diamonds. The diamonds in the pouch glisten beautifully in the light. Result, we're rich. Either that or someone's going to rob us now. Or someone's going to come and look for their diamonds and get annoyed and come after us. Alright, let's look at the dagger as well, because we haven't done that yet. Its handle is beautifully carved. The blade is bronze and very sharp. Okay, well, I mean, so far, so good, honestly. 2 deaths so far, and we're doing pretty well. Let's look in this log, though, because there could be something in here as well. Look in log. It's only rotted log. Okay, so there's nothing in there at all. What we got this way? Is that just like a little waterfall with some rapids or something? I think it maybe looks like there's something that comes down from above. Down a waterfall. Look, lake. It's a beautiful little lake. Okay, this over here looks interesting. Look, bush. See nothing special. Alright, fine. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. We will save here, and that is where we will call the first episode. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's very atmospheric. I'm feeling like properly into it. I feel like we're doing okay so far, honestly. We've probably missed something crucial, and, you know, it was probably something absolutely ridiculous, but we've managed to find some diamonds. We've managed to find a dagger. Searching is going quite well. We've only died twice by getting eaten by alligators, so I'd say, all in all, that's a pretty good start, unless I've missed something glaringly obvious, which is going to, you know, lead to us getting a game over or something later on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a really good Mega Let's Play. I think I'm gonna have a good time with these games. I love the medieval setting thing and everything, so hopefully it will continue to be very good. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons: Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Handsome Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, Paul James, Salties, Adventure Game Geek, and Megan. And I'll see you next time.